Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the villa. If you have noticed, there are two very important people that are missing from the room. So if you are able, please could I ask you to be upstanding. And please can you make as much noise as possible for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. D. You may all be seated. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the formality part of the day today, which are the speeches. And up first, we have the luckiest man in the room today, and that is your groom, James.
Go on, Phil. Don't be nervous, James. Come on. Hi everyone, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today to enjoy our special day. It really means a lot you could take time out and all be here. The ones who couldn't are Julian, David, Jessica and Lennox. I'd also like to thank you everyone who helped make this day happen. You know who you are. And thank you to the two best men, you did a fantastic job. And the bridesmaid normally looks like rougher than a bear's arse. But today she scrubbed up quite well. But thank you though, Kerry, you've really done a fantastic job helping Rosie out. And how beautiful did Freddie and Jack look walking down the aisle too. Rosie, what can I say? Thank you for turning up, I guess. Well, it's definitely too late to do a runner now. You look absolutely beautiful in your dress. Me and Freddie are super lucky to have you in our lives. I knew from the moment you first suggested Chinese for our first date, you were the one. We've come a long way in the 6 years, even bringing the miracle Freddie into the world. Me and Freddie both can't wait to make more memories with you. Thank you everyone for staying awake, listening to me go on. Hope you all have a great night. Thank you.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the mother of the bride, Karen.
Right, hello. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Rosie's mum. So, all I'd like to say is thank you all for coming to celebrate with Rosie and James. I can't believe that I'm standing. I can't believe I'm standing here congratulating my little girl on her wedding day. it doesn't seem real. Rosie has always known what she wanted in life and doesn't give in until she gets it, so God help you, James. Speaking of James, I'm obliged to say something nice. But at the minute I can't think of anything. Only joking, babes. You obviously make Rosie really happy and you've fitted in with our crazy little family well. You've given us our little noisy whirlwind Freddie. What more could we ask for? I hope you have a fantastic life together and I love you, my bestie. Let's just raise a glass to Rosie and James.
Hey!
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of your best men, Matthew.
Sorry, I forgot
Good afternoon, I'm Matthew, best man and best friend to Rosie and James. A few of you may be looking at me and thinking, well, if you're the best man, why didn't you marry her? It's because I didn't get her pregnant. I'm sure you'll all agree that this whole day has been beautiful so far. Much like James, he's handsome, funny. I can't read the rest of your handwriting. In all seriousness, you both look fabulous today. The venue is beautiful and you've done an incredible job. I'm so pleased to be sharing your special day with you. I became best friends with Rosie and James about 5 years ago, and I genuinely treasure our friendship. Rosie, you're kind, caring, thoughtful, and the perfect mummy. And if not, one of the tightest people I've ever met. James, you sure do break a lot of things. For those of you who don't know, he once crashed a car in an empty car park, causing me about 3 weeks' work at Christmas time. As for the bridesmaid, Kerry, I'm sure many of you will recognise this beautiful woman, my wife, particularly if you've ever been on Tinder. Although there'll be many times ahead where Rosie will be screaming and shouting and threatening to send James back to Chorley, I know you'll have a long and lovely marriage and the perfect environment for Freddie to grow up in. You only have to look as far as your parents to see that you've both been shown what it means to be a family, how to love and care for each other. You know, sure to it. You're perfect family. Rosie, I'm sure Anne-Marie and Stuart will join me in saying that James is now 100% officially and legally your problem. Thank you to Karen and Fred and Anne-Marie and Stuart for helping put this special day together. You've done an incredible job in giving your children a very special and memorable day to begin the rest of their lives. I'd like to wish them well as they go on their honeymoon to Wales. At least I think that's where they're going. He said he's going to bang you for a week. Ladies and gentlemen, and those from Chorley, please raise your glasses for my best friends, Mr. and Mrs. D.
Oh, I love it.
not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have your other best man, Matt.
Oh, go on, Matt.
I'm unfortunately James's brother. I don't have a speech written out, so it's from the heart. So if I sort of just play with it. James, you think he's a nightmare now, but when we were kids, like there were times when he'd strangle me or beat me up or try and kill me or whatever he wanted to do to me. But looking at him now, just worlds apart. And seeing him with Freddie and Rosie, and it just makes me probably one of the happiest men alive to see them both. And I know Rosie can sometimes probably be a bit of a handful and Freddie a bit more. I'm not sure who's more of a handful, Freddie or Rosie. But you know, they make James happy, so it makes me happy. And just seeing him, just seeing the man he is now, and just seeing what little man he's created and with Rosie, just seeing how happy they are makes me really happy. And there were times when I was a little kid, probably like 12, 13, and I'd come home and play PlayStation with James and just take it for granted, and I was crying before to Karen, and just seeing how happy James is today, it's just probably made me really happy. And I just want to say that I love James and I love Rosie, and I hope they have the happiest life that they can have, to be honest, and that's all I've got to say.
Just before we conclude the speeches, ladies and gentlemen, your bride and groom would just like to say a few thank yous to several people. So ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the speeches and the formality part of the day today. From everyone here at the Villa, we hope you enjoy the rest of the day and make as many memories as possible for the brand new Mr. and Mrs. D.